you guys think of today's video? That Raminator Gravedigger is actually my buddy's. It's not mine. He did not want to go on camera or get his name mentioned. So kind of got to give that to him because he allowed me to do the unboxing and all that, which was wonderful. He's supposed to drop it off this week. I'm going to have it right here on this table. And we'll do a full electric conversion with that along with the Max 4. And also we're working on getting him some Reese Beast 2000 servos. It's going to be 4-wheel steering as well. So JP's RC, what's up, buddy? Molds RC, hey, buddy. Tom Penley, yeah, buddy. Jeremy Watkins, what's up? Joe Girding, hey, buddy. Paul Fletcher, what's up, man? So, yeah, got a few things to show you. Holmes Hobbies just recently announced his BLS HV 2000 servo right here. This is fifth scale servo. This is going to be going into my bouncer. Got big plans for the bouncer, guys. So let's go ahead and get this opened up here. Nice metal horn right there. All right, so I can get this out of here. Get this showed off a little bit. Major Roads, buddy. That Ram is actually my buddy's Ram. He just didn't want his name or face mentioned on it. So, yeah, at least I got to get that video. And I'm going to do a full electric conversion and everything on that. What's up, Nigel? There's his servo right there, the new fifth scale. This is direct, not direct power. This is plug and play to 8.4 volts. They are kind of shying away from direct power because people are connecting these things wrong on dual battery systems and causing a lot of issues. But anyway, this is direct plug and play right here. And this will be on the front of my bouncer, which let me show you guys. There's my front axle for the bouncer. As you can see, this is a Vidavon housing, of course. And this is the new Vidavon servo on axle mount right there. Check that out. Yep, I only have this one. I don't have any more to put on the website, guys. So I have this one right here. And on top of that, the bouncer is about to get 4-wheel steering because I also have, now the shift servo that's on there will go into the back rear steer housing right here, guys. Check this out. Center diff. How awesome is this? I've got plans for these things. Big plans that I think you guys are going to really like. But it's going to take a little while for me to get all the parts and pieces together to make it happen. But let's just say it's going to be wild. But anyway, the bouncer that Travis Vance built for me, the chassis and all that, is going to get 4-wheel steering soon. This will be on the front. The shift servo is going to be on the back. So we've got that to show you guys. Let me get back to you guys here. Already getting off tangent here. Let me see here. All right. Kevin, yep. All right. What's going on, Joe? Orange Missy. What's up, buddy? Been swapping Deans for XT60s on trucks and back. Chainsaw, I've been doing the same thing. For the most part, so long as I've got time, I'm converting out of my Dean's era to the XT60s as well. What's up, Nick? Orange is meat. I have no idea. Travis Amacarelli. Hey, got an idea? Get a 6x6 and make it 6-wheel steer. RC Daily, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. To do a 6x6, like say you would take this axle right here, and I'm not saying this is out of the wow, okay. Steady spin. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, guys. If you were to take this right here, if Arthur could make a rear diff with the pinion gear coming out on it and a reverse rotation, we could do that beautifully right here. And you could even run the portals on this if you want. That would work, especially with servo and axle steering. Maybe I need to talk to Arthur when he comes off their vacation. Wouldn't that be awesome? What I would like to do is have like an 8-wheel drive. You know, like one of the big, like the big racers they do over in the UK, I think it is, or the Sahara. The big like the big trucks, box trucks that they race. That would be awesome. But like 6x6 level, that would be sweet. All right, let me get back on everybody here. Let me see. I gotta, yep. Gotcha, Beefy. This is the Holmes product. Who you paid? Nigel. Yeah, buddy. I finally got them in yesterday. Got everything loaded up. If they sell well, I'm going to expand and put more products on there. Which one of the grave diggers? Yeah, Paul. That one's not mine though. It's my buddy's. Will the X-Max make it to USTE? Probably not. I'm going to be pretty well packed. As you guys can see back there, I got in my shirt order today as well. They're from a local vendor. So I'm kind of trying to stock up on shirts, get some of those on the website, carry those to USTE. I actually got some hoodies right there, and that is the newer design. So it's got this on the front, but that on the back. So I've got those. Try to get some of those on the website as well. RC Daily. Yeah, God, you guys are awesome. Forgot to heat shrink my stuff all the time. I see what's going to be awesome, amazing. Trail crawlers, what's up? Bill's Customs. So no need for heat shrink. Yeah, the XT60s, they've got, if you get the ones with the little pieces on the back, they just lock in. I love those. Those work out so good, in my opinion. Can we get a driver mod on the website? That would be awesome. How much to charge for the driver mod? You know, I mean, shipping is basically free for that, you know? Oh, I do have a deal on there. I believe it's free shipping on $400 orders. And the reason at 400 is it's so easy to get that when you're talking Vidavon. Tim Clark, dude, you're awesome. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I've also got, I want to show you guys, I'm also a dealer for steady foams. So if you've got a SCX6, the Jeep, the Honcho, it really doesn't matter what tires you're running. They're all there. Even the new J Concepts, these will fit right in here. So, yeah, I've got 5 sets of these left. So I've already sold 1 set locally. But anyway, they're not on the website yet, but they will be soon. So, but if you guys want those, in the pinned comment there is the website address plus my email address. You can email me, and I will get you taken care of on those. Dave, what up you packing for USTE? Big Egg, that's a good idea. Dave did help me last year, didn't he? I may need to see if he's around. Oh, I can't believe you remembered that. Yeah, that was called the packing. Oh, man. What was crazy was the packing coming back because of the big Raminator. It was a little bit crazy. I had to have my buddy take my tables out to Barbarian Scaleplex in Lake City, Florida, so I could pick up those at the very next weekend for our event. So, yeah. I will figure something out for the driver mod chainsaw. Yeah. That's awesome. McDonald's break room. Oh, man. Cheeseburger. I worked for McDonald's years ago. The one right here in my town of Middleburg, I helped open it up. We're talking back in like 93, okay? Like 78 years ago. I rode in the owner's truck, the back of the truck, to their personal warehouse and loaded fryers and stuff and brought it back to get that one started. That was, possibly 25, 30 years ago, in all honesty. But that was a crazy thing. Travis Amacarelli, Exo, what's the worst crawler you have? Worst fall project crawler. As far as my crawlers go, as far as my recent builds, my custom comp builds, the best one or best two has been the Power Hobby, and you guys are not going to believe this, the Power Hobby and the Amazon. Those two are like my best recent builds. However, Superlight SV1 is kicking their butts at Barbarian. I cannot believe that Ancient Beast is still rocking it. My most disappointing vehicle, and I'm not saying this to be bad, I'm sure it's something in my setup, but it's at the point to where I'm going to change it into more of a trail truck. I'm going to take the overdrive out of it with some big overdrive gears in the back because it's straight with a portal rear, and just kind of make it into a trail truck kind of a driver. It's not going to be so slammed down, and that would be that guy right there. That is the high-low chassis truck. I haven't got that to perform to what I think it can, but I'm thinking I need a new build. And a lot of you guys have mentioned a lot of different brands, but one big brand out there that I have not messed with is G-Speed. So maybe it's time for me to finally build a G-Speed truck. At least that's what's on my brain here. Would I be able to get steady phones for 2.2 mud thrashers? Chainsaw, I don't believe he has steady foams for 2.2s. I think he was messing around with some 1.9s a little while back. Grizzly RC, what's up from Wisconsin? Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. VMB is so cool when a friend lets you open and show off their new love. Yeah, VMB, buddy. Man, that you guys are also going to see the full electric kit go into it. I'm going to set his up just like mine is. I'm going to build a plate to go between the chassis and mount that Max 4 down low versus up high or kind of jacked over to the side like what it comes with. So it's definitely going to be a little bit more than your average electric conversion. But we stayed with the fine designs. Personally, I like the clutch as it gives some cushion to the driveline. And you guys have seen mine run. On 12S, that 500 kV's got plenty for this thing. Now mine is actually repaired now. I went out there, and I believe I posted this on Facebook. It was a video. I was warming up to go for that double backflip, which I believe it could do, which that whole dirt pile is now gone. But I've kind of sheared off one of the front out drives inside the diff, took the front end apart, put brand new spider gears and out drives in the front and the back. So mine is up to date. I am working on my own parts, my own Exocaged branded parts for the Raminator. It's just a small piece, but it should make a huge performance gain in that thing. So, and I may offer two different varieties of that, but I got to get one in so I can do the testing on it. I might do the test on video. Don't know yet. But anyways, we'll have to see. Man, that home servo came with a nice beefy horn. I like that. Okay, let's get back to you guys here. I'll be able to get some steady phones. Okay, everything just jumped here. Hello, everyone from Vermont. Koopa 68, Kuda. CCW. Not sure that one. Hello, everyone. California. VMB, thank you. RC Daily. Yeah. I really needs a bent lower rear links. I know. I think mine has the bent lower links. I don't know. But mine. No, they're straight, but mine isn't with the rear links. That's not my issue with it. The issue is the skid, even though it's up close with short links, is a major issue with that truck. It really hangs up on stuff. Even my other trucks that have the angled skid, they slide over things. Not that one. So, kind of one of those things here. V4 with forward mount and Capra axles. See, I have a truck that I could possibly get the driveline out of. Corrupt Carbon Works. Yeah, see that one? You guys mentioned that one, Traxxas. customer service told me my drive shafts will have some wobble and is within tolerance. Is it hard to get straight axles and hubs? Tizzle Bizzle, which vehicle are you referring to, buddy? Please remember your high-low was straight. Yep, you're right, Nick. What's up? Engineer Dan. Hey, buddy. Weather's getting good out here. You ought to show up. Exoplex will be open this Sunday. Not your best, but my favorite, Travis. My favorite crawler. Man, I don't know. It's a toss-up between the Gold Digger, which is the, I believe that's the Amazon chassis truck, the Power Hobby, and Superlight SV1. It's tough. Dude, titanium link slide well. Honestly, I don't know that I've ever had titanium links. I don't know. I would have to assume if it's hard, it'll slide well. Like aluminum will catch. Plastic slides well, believe it or not. Yeah, RC Daily. Speaking of the new Gravedigger shocks, I'm kind of working with somebody to come up with something. If I can come up with this and get these made, it's going to be epic. I can't say anything right now, though. Oh, the sledge. Usually those axles are straight. Are the axle shafts going out? If they have a millimeter of wobble, that's not going to really hurt anything. If they're flexing out like this, then something's up with that. RC Daily, maybe he has his set up differently. Maybe his setup makes it get that, but as far as I'm concerned, the Power Hobby truck is way beyond that truck. And let me show you guys. I got a Power Hobby truck here. I mean, obviously, I've got mine right here. I think channel members, you guys have a video showing not this one, well, sort of, but this one right here. And I'm going to tell you, I like this truck that Bill built right here. Bill dropped that off for me to do a little bit of a review. I've got some zip ties on it. I'm trying to do a little glue for him on this. But this thing right here is phenomenal. And this is the Power Hobbies chassis. Except he has the new Super Shafty axle housings. These are unofficially, hold on, I'm not going to say it. But anyway, these are like the old XR width. They're a little bit wider. So with the TGH wheels, they got the offset coming into them. It helps hide the portals. It also helps hide the front a little bit. You still have some of these sticking out though, but it was not an issue. This thing absolutely drives phenomenal. Turns sharp too. Seriously sharp turn. You got a 888 servo, as you guys can see right there. The body on this is an Ecto body, a clear one that he got. I really like this body. The reason is you got all this, so unlike if you don't really have to cut the bed to fit it in there, like your shock towers and all that. So you've got all this right here, and you got this right here, which is down low. It's also a little bit more narrow than the back of the creep, the other body that I always wear, the J Concepts creep body. So this is pretty darn awesome. I'm really impressed with that truck. I actually did a video this evening with it versus my truck, and I haven't got the edit done and all that, but it was close. Actually, the base camp is absolutely awesome. Great starter truck. Runs everywhere. VNV James T. Just got an XRT with a lot of upgrades. I've got upgrades in the ExoCageRC.com too. I've got bell cranks. I've got front upper steering braces. I've got steering knuckles, rear hubs. I've got the Vitavon wide X-Max axles, which go into this as well. Okay, Tizzle Bizzle, chances are good if you're out there running this thing, bashing around, you're not going to notice that. I got quite a few of mine with a little bit of a bend in the axles, and it doesn't bother anything. First one dropping in for a few. Ashley, what's up? Get the play out. Have built a high-low chassis already. VMB, yeah, I've got the high-low right there. Cable's too small, ecto body for Sorka rules. Truck Tech, well, we don't go by Sorka here. We go by the rule of fun. Yeah, we use like the bumper widths, tire coverage, tire size limits from Sorka, but that's kind of it. I mean, we're here to have fun. We don't even have scale points where we compete. So, I mean, the biggest issue that we had with scale points was you could see it on the score sheets. This guy would show up and he'd drive just okay, and he would win it because of all the cheater points. That's what they were called around here, cheater points. And you got another guy show up and he doesn't really have the skill stuff, but he knocked out the course, just got it great, but he lost because of cheater points. We don't even have skill points anymore. And believe it or not, our vehicles are still pretty relative, sort of scale looking. I mean, they're no worse than any of ours as any of mine, you know? CNC hubs, arm out, titanium. I think in general, I'm pumped for my new rigs, RC Daily. I don't have the bodies in here, but this is Optimus 3 right here. Now, these will be set up as a slider for you. I am leaving the 99 micros for the dig and all that, because those are kind of a pain to set up right when you get into this chassis and stuff. But, yep, the DSM will be staying. That's Optimus 3. And this is Mjolnir. Again, it'll be set up as a slider for you and everything like that. Leaving the dig in. These are Spare Time Hobbies chassis. Leaving the reach for a sway bar because that's kind of needed. And you'll be all set, buddy. Both of them have DSMs on them too. Nice. Mule Deer, you got it. JD's RC Mule Deer is about to get a new home. Oh, speaking of winching, Steady Spin, I'm glad you did. I've actually got both of the new Holmes Tug Buddies servo winches right here. I got the low profile and the normal size. I'm going to get these into my TRX4 Sport, which is kind of like a testing truck, and that weighs in at like 9 pounds. So I'll be testing both of these in there. So they look to be pretty darn awesome, man. Got the low profile one right here. Pretty darn solid. The Tug Buddy LP winch. Nice. Spool and everything on here. So now I got to get all this back into here. JST plug, everything like that, looking good. So yeah, I've got both of those to take care of. Also, I ordered in. I saw this at HK Hobbies, because you guys know I like those little 35 kg servos. Well, now they have a 35 kg plus that you guys will be seeing. Supposedly, it's kind of like the 35 kg, but faster. The older 35 kg, even on 3S, I mean, it was good to 4S, but I just run 3S, was plenty strong enough, but kind of on the slow side. Hopefully this will take care of that. And while I was there as well, also, there's a 35 kg winch. So I've got that to take care of. So I've got 3 winches to get done. Yeah, Holmes Hobbies here, buddy. And I was talking to the guy, the owner of Cow RC. I was looking at maybe becoming a dealer for him. I don't think I'm going to be able to afford to get into that dealership. However, I believe I'm going to be set up as an affiliate with Cow RC. So, if I want to be an affiliate, I got to show you some stuff, right? So I picked up this is the new blend grease right here. So the last grease I had was green. This is supposed to be like 5 times better than that. So I've got this for when you really want to shove it in there and just load it full, you know. And then when you just need to smear some stuff on, I got this. Ew. It's grease. It's grease. Whew. That's grease. Let me tell you, that's grease. Yeah. All right. Now let's move on here. Less slick. Anything I know about full-size cars I learned from RC? Is it possible to shorten links with a die set going from 12.3 to 11? Jason, it depends on the links. I mean, depending on how it's set, depending on what the diameter is, you may be able to take the die and just run all the way into it to the length you want and then cut the excess off. It depends on the diameter of the links. If it's a large diameter that's been machined down and necked, then you're going to have to machine it down as well. Or you can cut it, drill and tap it for 3 or 4 millimeter. Probably the 4 millimeter links are pretty common now. So you can just drill and tap it and get one of them long 4 millimeter set screws and put in there. That's the way I used to build my links. On the Tug Buddy review. I'm on the rocks again. The banana clears. Banana clears just went on sale. What's a banana clear? Do you have any Vidavon stuff for the Max? And Chris, I don't have anything for the Max right now, buddy. And everybody's on Chinese New Year's right now. They're Lunar New Year's. So when that gets done, I'm gonna get some Max stuff on that order. But right now, there's no way to get it. I mean, even on eBay, they say this seller is currently away for vacation or something like that. Right, buddy. One of them 35 kgs. Yeah, go to hkhobbies.com, RC Mad Labs. Oh, RC Mad Labs. I gotta find that package that you sent me. It is up here. I've got to find it. Man, that thing is... I gotta find that. That is... I'm glad you popped on so I know to look for this. Oh, it's up here somewhere. I gotta find it. Got a brand new chassis from Mad Labs for my Centon 3S. And I do not know where I have put that right now. Nothing's farther than this room of doom. But anyway, it's pretty awesome. And you guys will be seeing that on the Centon 3S soon. Which I've got to order some tires for that. I got one of them that's blowed out. So I guess I'll go on eBay and look for some Centon tires. They're a 14 millimeter hex. They work so good out here though. I'll just get some takeoff tires. They aren't too expensive. I'll order those. Traxxas Sledge is an absolute unit. We're making some of the same upgrades in mine. Tizzle bizzle. I've got quite a bit of Sledge stuff in stock right now, buddy. I don't know if it'll be here tomorrow or not, but exocagerc.com is a place to go. It's in the pinned post. That's all I did do. So, would you ever get an RC 4-wheel drive TF2? I had the Marlin Crawler years ago. The channel had about maybe 5,000 or 6,000 subscribers. I won it at the USTE. And I did a few things with it, but just couldn't get into it. Just wasn't my thing so much. So I ended up selling it off. I haven't seen any Bandit updates. The Bandit, I've actually got a video for channel members where I put a new servo in there. KST servo. A low profile servo too. Took a little bit of work to get in there, but I got it in there. But yeah, I do have that in there. I'm not sure when that'll actually come out. I'm kind of thinking tomorrow, maybe an XRT video where I did the bell crank and the front upper bulkhead on it in beautiful orange. Isn't got a Danchi, right? Any thoughts about restart the Danchi series? The budget, you'll go all out. I kind of just fell out of love with that thing a little bit, you know. And one of the biggest issues is the limitations of the motors, the torque, and the gearing. It's missing the gear reduction that what I would like to see out of it. So I mean, I don't know if maybe if there's enough room in there to fit and allow like a Holmes 380 revolver to work in there, that would probably make up for the gearing. But then I would need 2 Crawlmaster Mini V2 ESCs, which would be interesting. XRT aluminum rims. Buddy, personally, I would not do aluminum wheels on the XRT. It's more of a racer, and I would try to keep them lightweight if possible. Now, granted, I got the old big ones right up here, but that's kind of a... Ooh, I need to take that to USTE to show it off, don't I? I'm not taking it off that ramp. But I would try to stay with plastic wheels for the XRT. Metal knuckles, hubs, upgraded axle shafts if you're having a problem with that. Bell crank, stuff like that. Yeah. But I wouldn't mess with the metal wheels on that one. So, do you know to get it? Where any phones for X-Max stock tire? James, usually by the time the foams are tore up, we've already shredded the stock tires. Have you looked for used stock tires like completely? Or do you have like a custom job you're trying to do with them? Book tickets to Kev's Monster Truck Show and Lyle and Alyssa, I wish I had the cash to get over there. I wish I did. I would love to get over there and see him get down with that monster truck. ISDT ESC. The ISDT ESC is actually a really good ESC once you get it tuned. RC Daily, you saw the KST. Yeah, that is a really low profile. It took some work to get it in there. Do I have any stock rigs I didn't have to upgrade? That's a good question. About the only vehicles I have that would not need to be upgraded, talking about, say, I'll give you 3 of them. One will be a Traxxas TRX4. It's a tank. Minimal upgrades, servo, ESC, and you're good. Axial base camp. That thing runs great out of the box. Phenomenal truck. I'll also give you the Element Ecto. Phenomenal crawler. And for the bigger trucks, I would go with either the X-Max or the XRT. They're both plenty good, in my opinion. I saw a post on Facebook. This guy, I jumped my XRT 3 feet in the air and the bulkhead broke and just fell off. I have a hard time believing those posts. Really do. Knowing that I've got the truck. Knowing that I put mine 20 feet up many times. And in the video, if I release it tomorrow, I should do a backflip about 15, 20 feet up. I have a hard time believing some of these posts, you know. I got this truck and I put it on the table and the chassis fell apart. I have a hard time believing those. So I generally just keep on scrolling. If not, I'll cause a stink. And honestly, a bunch of you guys are starting to learn who I am on Facebook. So I don't have my, my ability to just, kind of not be known on Facebook. So, yeah. But anyway, just need foam tires. How did you mess up the foams and not kill the tires? We kill the tires. We blow them things up, buddy. What's everyone up to? Chase, I have my moon buggy. Once a twitch went away, it got great. There you go. Ah, Chuck, you did make it, buddy. Fell out of love with a Danchi. That's exactly it. Let's see what you can and can't. Daily limited make success more great. I don't see the toys. Yeah. Yeah, Travis, you got a point. I'd love to see more TRX4M. TRX4M. Glad you mentioned that, Dalton. You're probably about to see that soon. I probably guess within a week or two on the channel. Except it may not exactly be a TRX4M when I'm done with that video. You'll see. But yeah, I do have something on the way for that. I don't know if it'll still be a Bronco by the time the USTE comes around or not, but we'll just have to see. Probably not. Yeah, you're right, RC Daily. I had to reverse the bolt because the nut holding the arm on was actually getting into the plastic. But by reversing the bolt, it actually clears, so good to go. I don't believe many of the stories either. Yeah, I know, buddy. It was a 3-foot fall on a landmine. Buchner, I'm with you, man. James, you're one of the first, buddy, because I'm telling you, as soon as we put power to our X-Maxes, those tires, we end up doing something stupid like a triple backflip, and poof, there they go. Treads go flying all over the place. The Raminator sway bars yet. I have not got those situated yet, but I'm working on something. If it works out, I will make them available to the public on the website. So hopefully we can get something figured out about those. Now, JDs, you got a point. Sand. Usually when I'm back, all my basher trucks are either they're vented in the tread, at the tread, so the sand slings out, or they're completely sealed. Because like the sand that you're talking about right here, obviously my track is nothing but sand, and it will just fill those tires up. We've had some buggy tires that were like rock solid. I mean, like, no kidding. Just solid, packed with sand. And I did that video with mine where I put the holes in the tread and just let you guys watch the sand fall out of the tread. There's a lot more sand in those tires than I thought. So, yeah. I want to find that chassis from RC Mad Labs. I'm not sure exactly what I did with it, though. I know it's here. I just got to find the darn thing. It's beautiful, too. It really is. It could be right over here. What's crazy is, like, you guys see that, a little bit of that, and, like, the table, but man, the place is a disaster. I want to find that chassis. Oh, speaking of the Bandit, there it is. Now you really can see it. Where is that chassis at? I want to find it. I'm going to find it. Usually the sand is going to end up at one side of it and allow it to not work out very well. Oh, Addicted, you got one? Finish the primal gravedigger. Oh my god, nothing can ever show the video true size of the rabbit. Addicted, no, it can't. You show it next to X-Max, and chances are good the viewer may not know how big the X-Max is. So, but yeah, the Raminator, it is absolutely awesome. Where did I put it? We all know that feeling. Yeah, Steady. It's here. I know it's here. But I opened it up. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh, well, I will find it. Right next to the 10mm socket. Nope, I've got that. Yeah, I've got that. You got number 41. My buddy got number 97. RC Mad Labs, buddy. The only time I stop is when I just want to sit around and scroll around on TikTok and see whatever. Sometime for Windows, the slash 404 come in for a side-by-side match. We have a few slashes that show up, and the Centon runs with them. The last run I did with the Centon, I put some Proline shocks on it, which I need to actually do some shock dampening work on that, in all honesty. Are adjustable camber and toe links a must-have? I don't know. If you just really, really want to adjust that stuff and mess with it, go for it. But my style of driving, it doesn't matter. It really, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. How come you didn't glue the side mirrors on your Gen crawler? So I saw that you got that Gravedigger monster. It must have been a lot of money. Maryland, this is Maryland's son. That is my buddy's Gravedigger. That one's not mine. That truck is $4,500 before shipping. So I do not have that one. Travis Amacarilli, overdrive. What about underdrive? Personally, I prefer to underdrive whenever possible. How much you even price this? Yeah. You're right. What's your name? B Cockiner? Is that your name? B Cockiner? B Koshiner? But Koshiner. Sorry, buddy. I'm messing up your name. Billy Magnum. Now that's an easy name to say right there. What do you recommend for shocks for the Axial Capra 118? To my knowledge, I think guys are making the Draft Tech shocks work pretty well. Because there we go. Thank you. The ones that I have on mine are, well, mine's in pieces still. I got a new chassis. Let me show you guys the chassis. This right here by Killer RC. Got to finish this one up too. So my little Capra is about to not be a Capra anymore. So yeah, I just got to bolt my stuff into this. Got to finish that one up as well. But yeah, the shocks I've got from RC all-wheel drive, they're okay. They're an internal spring, kind of like what the Desert Lizards are. But I believe guys are mainly doing the Dravtex on there. Ecotioner. Gotcha. How would you go about replacing the foams in the stock TRX4 tires? Why did I get in the foams ruined? What I did when I first got the TRX4, and this is the slow method, by the way. I took some Tupperware bowls, and I took like some aluminum pedestals. I put some acetone in the Tupperware bowl, and then I elevated the tire above the acetone, and then I sealed it. And it took a few days, but you could actually look at it, pop it loose, and kind of take the tire and kind of roll it a little bit to try to break it free. But you could see the glue turning almost into a goo on that. And that did it. But a lot of guys, they'll boil them and they'll bake them. Some of them use a heat gun, and that's a lot faster than what I did. But I've never done it those other ways. At that point, you get them off, and then you put the new foams in them, and typically go to like Amazon, get yourself a set of cheap wheels, and you'll be good to go. JD's. Buddy, I'm telling you, it's not mine. Asian, you ready for UST, buddy? I got to be very careful with what I pack. I've got quite a bit of stuff to bring down there. I'm not going to have enough room for the Raminator. I'm going to bring the body, though, because that's supposed to be getting a brand... JD's RC. That's supposed to get a brand new wrap, Exocaged wrap. So, yeah, hopefully he'll do it at the event. Shane, yeah, you're right. Some plastic wheels are not the same as the other ones, but the tires held up fine. No issues with the tires, and I wasn't going to reuse the stock wheels to begin with. There you go. You can bake your rift tires for 10 minutes. Lots faster than acetone for 3 days. Clayton Beast the Werrick. All right, light wheels or heavy wheels on a crawler. It depends on what you're doing. If you're straight crawling, you've got a crawler, something like this, or something just a straight crawler, then yeah, weight them up all you want. If you've got something that you're going to be jumping around with and messing around, ripping donuts and all that, you need to be careful because you have a lot of mass, a lot of rotating mass on there, and it creates more of a wear, especially when you're turned. The U-joints have a phase. The shaft will be running the same diameter, but the outside, this is when you turn real sharp and you hear it kind of shake and get crazy. This is because of the phasing of the U-joint changing like 4 different speeds the whole time that U-joint is moving around. So if you're going to be doing that kind of driving, light wheels. If you're going to be doing straight crawling, go ahead and weight them up. Rift tires, just like Mom used to make. They bring the Ridge Rock to USC, see how it goes. Oh, dude, the Ridge Rock will run good. Just make sure you have a large battery for it. The trails are beautiful. You'll have a blast out there, man. No, sir, Asian. I'm good on tables. I got like 6 of them, and I'm only going to bring, I guess, 3 of them. But I'm also going to bring a set of racks, kind of like what I had set up last year, because that works out good to kind of put stuff on, like say the shirts and stuff like that, and then maybe a display. I'm going to bring. Let me go over my. Wow, Marcus Landry, no electricity. That stinks. Let me see here if I've even got my list on here. I don't know if I even have my list on here of what I'm going to bring here. Let me see if it's listed somewhere. I don't even see it listed here. But anyway, what I'm planning to bring is the newest fusion-powered electric Sherp. The Lurker. I'm going to bring possibly the Phoenix. The Gen 8 or the Gen 9. Going to bring that. Possibly 1 or 2 more, depending on what I've got going on. There was another one I wanted to bring, but anyway, I've got more RCs than anybody should ever have. But yeah, I had a whole list of like 8 of them that I was going to take, but I don't see my list. It must be on the other phone. Is Entergy good? Thinking about getting some of their stuff from my SMT. Endos. Some of the Entergy stuff works out pretty well. Stay away from their driveline like axles or drive shafts. Those, in my personal experience, do not hold up. But like the brackets and stuff like that seem to be fine. Pull out my Techno ET or TRX4. Well, they're two very different vehicles. Place to set my truck also. Should have enough in there. Okay, Travis, did you open up those axles to clean all that out? Just because it says waterproof does not mean the axle housings are waterproof. CFD, bring caffeine and dark sunglasses. Hide the bags under your eyes. I got them, aren't I, man? I'm surprised you are not bringing the base camp. I might bring it, but there's absolutely nothing. There's nothing special about that truck at all. What about the Winching axle stuff like hubs and knuckles? I did a video a little while back, and although it wasn't Integy, it was the cheapest of the cheap I could find on Amazon for the Stampede two-wheel drive, and it was worse than the plastic stuff. The plastic stuff was really good compared to this junk that I bought off of Amazon. Oh, wow. Oh, they're supposed to have a few different food trucks. Not like what we had last year. That guy, he thought he was coming out for like a group of 20 people, not 1,000 people. Yeah, he was not ready for what he was hit with. Yeah, good one, 98 Jeep. 7 food trucks. That sounds about right. That'll be awesome that we can actually go get something quick too. Because before it was literally like an hour wait. The poor guy was trying to cook everything to order, and he had really high standards. So it wasn't like just a hot dog on the grill kind of thing, you know? Bring the SCX6 balancer. That is something, yes. That is on my list to bring, yes. And it will be 4-wheel steering with all this Vidavon goodness right here. Yeah. Absolutely. That is on my list. SCRC, thank you, buddy, but that's not my gravedigger. That's a buddy of mine's. Get next, a Losi Brenthal or an XRT. Lewis, depending on your terrain, for me, the XRT is a lot more fun to drive around. The Brenthal is way more scale and just different. But for me, the XRT is a much more fun vehicle to drive around. All kinds of wheelies and scale stuff, unscale stuff like that. I'm still wondering where that chassis is. I know it's here. Oh, man, you guys going to give me a break? Man, what's up with that? Well, anyways, I'm going to tell you guys. Yeah, you're welcome, SC. Okay, the best RC with absolutely no mods. Endos. Is this, you're talking crawler or basher? If you're talking basher, it's really a toss-up between the X-Max and the Little Max. As far as crawlers go, I mean, the best crawler out of the box, take it to the rocks, would be the Element Ecto. Element Ecto. They all have their strong points as far as the ones I've built. I don't think it's rusting. It's actually in the closet, Steven. It's going to happen one day. I promise. I promise. I looked at the Losi TLR 5N the other day. I looked at it for a few minutes. I thought about it. But I just don't have time right now. So long as everything works out, I will be retired from my day job in March. So long as everything works out in March, I'll be able to go full-time here I mean, I've got the YouTube channel, which I can dedicate more time to. Better videos. I think I may have mentioned this before, but the format I want to go to is 2 videos per day. And it will be either a typical driving video of maybe something that I haven't driven in a while, something like that. And then a more of a tech video, a test video, or like an install video, like say these axles, where I show way more detail in the install part of it, where I can take more time and put a dedicated video to install this into your SCX6. So, and then do the drive video separately later in the day. This way it will allow me to really show you guys more of the work that goes into it, like the times when I got to use the little hacksaw, the times when I got to break out the files and the Dremels and the things that really happen in between all the clips that you guys see. But setting up to do all that by camera, it's like, say, putting this axle in probably take me 10 minutes. On camera, possibly 30 to 40. And that's just setting things up, getting things done, realizing I messed up and I got to do a reshoot, stuff like that. So time is a major thing. So, and hopefully I'll be able to take care of that. Plus, I want to start getting out to more events. I really want to get out to events and stuff like that. I've also got the Exoplex back here. I want to start hosting more racing, crawler comps. I want to just start hosting all that. And to get set up for that, it's time I just don't have. All right. Is there such a thing as longer wheelbase hubs for the Kraton to accept aftermarket thicker wheels? You're talking about extended hubs at the threads for thicker wheels. What kind of wheels are you trying to put on? No, all your fifth scale wheels fit the 8S. I don't know that anybody makes longer threads to fit the wheels that you're after, unless you're talking about wideners so you can fit like an X-Max tire or something like that. Yeah, there are actually quite a few out there. The next big project I'm going to take on, honestly, Marcus, I don't know right now. I think, I mean, the SCX6 bouncer with those axles, the four-wheel steering is probably going to be a large thing. I want to do another, I still have the Kraton 12S project I haven't got done yet. So I've got that. I've got other projects with my Raminator to do. The Losi 5B. So, I mean, Steve, I've had that system for what, a year now? About a year I bought that from you. I bought it just before the Max 4 came out. And it's literally been sitting in the closet. I've opened it up and looked at it a few times. Thank you, guys. I hope I get to do it, man. I hope I get to do it. Asian, yep. How-to videos, real details. A lot of that, like, I just don't have enough time to set up for that. Basically, my job to work from work is basically 10 hours a day wasted. I know it sounds crazy, but the benefits are why I'm wasting my time there. SCX6 or Vanquish Phoenix, Mind of Tim. Buddy, those are two very, very different vehicles. I would have to say the more versatile vehicle with all your buddies will be the Vanquish Phoenix. Unless you got a lot of buddies with a bunch of SCX6s. Yeah, I don't know that they have anything Koopa 68 for what you're after, but I don't know what wheels you're trying to use. I mean, every wheel I've put on there has been fine. Do I keep up with the world's fastest cars? Every now and then I'll scroll past something on Facebook or something and I'll watch it. Yeah. It's an amazing amount of beginner questions I see, but a how-to series might do well. Truck Tech, I mean, as far as the how-to stuff goes, generally speaking, they don't get massive views or any of that stuff. But if you are trying to do something similar or getting into that, then, or if you're new to the hobby and you've never really worked with tools and stuff, that's where they can really help. They help people. And that's an amazing thing. The trailer is just sitting out there. I kind of abandoned that project as well. Jacob Henson, nope, Creighton is not done. CJ Fournier, what's up? One Armed Bandit, hey buddy. I'm thinking about getting the K10 SCX6 body. No sir, endos. I don't even have a scale SCX6 right now. It's a bouncer. I am looking at the USTE. I'm looking for a deal on the SCX6 Honcho. That I want, and the main reason is like the new J Concepts Tusk tires. These awesome things right here. I can't really show these the way they're meant to be shown on the bouncer. These are meant for the scale truck, and I don't really have a scale truck at this point. So at the UST, I will be looking for a Honcho. I can't. Pro lines are thicker than stock. I can't get a full nut. I gotta show that. Oh man. Well, buddy, I'm sorry you can't get a full nut. But are you sure there's nothing causing the hex to not go all the way into the wheel? Sometimes that little pin will come out just a little bit, and it'll actually cause interference on that. Sorry, buddy. I don't mean to laugh. That was just kind of funny. CJ Fournier, I'm not planning to be at an Axial Fest this year. At least I don't think so. Even the one on the East Coast, that's way up in Indiana at Badlands. That's a world of a drive from Florida. Yeah, I do believe they'll fit fine. Now, actually, the 2.9 anti-foams, I guess they're, I don't have them here. I don't have them in here, but I would almost think they might be better in these than like the Pro lines, because these are a little bit skinnier than the Pro lines. Let me get the Pro lines real quick. They're a little bit skinnier than the Pro lines. So, and with the anti-foams, they did leave a little bit on the side, but as you guys can see, they're a little bit skinnier. So I'm kind of thinking the anti-foams will be really good in these. I haven't had a chance to try that yet, but I do believe they'll fit these better than these, in all honesty. Can I maybe go out to the Exoplex someday? Buddy, CJ, you're more than welcome. Come on. What kind of paddles do I have on the Losi SCT? That's a good one. I've actually got that truck here. I'm in the middle of another KST install, and I had to order a horn because I couldn't find a horn because of the stupid Losi 23 spline crap that they put on their stuff. But here it is. I've got the front end tore apart right now. These are made by Panther. is what these are for. And I believe the fronts are also a Panther tire as well. So, yeah. Just the SET tire. Seems to run pretty good. I've got all that just destroyed right now. I've got all the way up to the point where I need to put the servo in, and then I ran into servo horn problems. And it's such a pain in the butt when you're into a build, and all of a sudden you got to just completely dead stop because, well, you got to order a servo horn. And that's up here on the table somewhere. See, I've got this for the Centon. This is what RC Mad Labs sent me. The chassis cover. I'll find the chassis, Mad Labs. I will, I promise. I know it's here. I don't know what I did with that thing. I know it's not far. CJ, yeah, I've hosted plenty of events here. Let's see, the 2.9 Tusser 5 point. Yeah, those JD's RC, I actually contacted them, and that is wrong. They are 7.13, I believe it is. Yeah, 7.13. So they are not 5.9. What I believe they were talking to, what you guys may have got a, prequel, possibly even a little bit of a leak of some new 2.2s that they may or may not be bringing out. I cannot say either way. But CJ, thank you, buddy. Do MOA portal axles exist? Honestly, I don't know. Guy Spencer's. Dude, are you making it down, Guy? Hopefully you're going to get down, buddy. 16 hours, bags, charge up, roll. Oh, I guess you are. 16-hour drive. Will the Gen 9 transmission work and fit? Yeah, speaking of the Gen 9, they are going to make a two-speed conversion to go into your Gen 8. So I believe it's going to be the back of the transmission to give you the two-speed part and a new battery tray because you got to have room for it. I believe that's it. They may provide a new running board because those are different between the Gen 8 and the Gen 9. I'm not sure what's going to be in the kit, but they did say that they're going to actually take care of that. Jay, these are awesome. They did update their website. Good deal. Yeah, if we ever get snow like that here in Florida, I want to run my boat in it. Awesome guy. Look at Deluxe RC. See, I've been looking at MOAs a little bit lately. Been looking at them. I haven't quite went for it yet, but if I do, I'll probably look at in the MOA groups, maybe find a nice one that's really built to the hilt and just see if I can just buy the thing. I don't really want a Bully 2. I'd rather have something a little bit higher up, if that makes any sense, or lower. And as far as motors go, I have a set of 11-turn Crawlmaster Magnums in there. So I've got some pretty mean motors ready to go. Do you like Gen 8 transmission? Would be worth the conversion. The two-speed is actually pretty nice, man. You can have your crawl and your speed for your trail. So it's actually pretty nice. Jeremy, can't choose between Capra or SCX 10.3. Well, that's a tough one. Are you planning to go to any scaled competitions? If you're planning to do some scaled competitions, get the 10.3. If not, the Capra is awesome when you get that suspension controlled. CJ, yes, a boat in the snow. There are videos on YouTube where they had like fresh powder. They took the boat, they gave it a push, and it was running on the snow. When they stopped, well, it will stop. But as long as it was moving, as long as they gave it a push, the boat would run on the snow. I want to do that. Yes, sir, Painting Dave. I will show everything right here on this table. I'm going to try to get into detail on that as well. I showed it when I did mine, but I'm not sure if I really showed enough of the detail on it. So it's something that's probably going to take me a few evenings to do, in all honesty. But one RTR platform to build 4x4 sand dune machine. A 4-wheel drive sand dune machine. Sand dunes. Mike, that would probably be a DBXLE 2.0. I do not have any old school Team Durango RCs. Travis, I put the 37 turn motors off of eBay. The Dynamite 37, because that was supposedly like the motor to get. I wasn't too impressed with them. So, I mean, they're better than the stock motors, but I don't know. I just wasn't all that impressed. If I could fit, say, a Holmes 380 revolver in there, and I honestly don't know if I can, put those in there along with a couple Crawlmaster Mini V2s, I really think that might change things. But I don't have that. Well, I do, but they're on the website. Go figure, huh? Jeremy, no comps. Well, if you don't mind modding, doing some, pull that suspension down on the Capra is pretty darn awesome, man. If you're just trailing out in the woods looking for the hardest line to climb, maybe the Capra is your thing. Oh, yeah, Justin Chronic, man, RC. Thank you, buddy. You're done, RC. Jeremy Burris. I ran an airboat on snow last year. It's on my TikTok. Well, you can run an airboat on grass, can't you? Come on, guy. I'm ready for some snow, buddy. For sure. Thanks, Mike Randy. Oh, you're the best. Thank you, Mike. Jeremy, both Capra and Heather. Capra's a great crawler. About 3. So One Armed Bandit is correct. CJ Fournier, did I see the new Primal RC Gravedigger? CJ Foreigner, really? Did you not see today's video? Yeah, I did. I was working on one. Are you going to Rocky Mountain Regional Championship? I've never even heard of Rocky Mountain Regional Championships. I know the East Coast Championship is going to be at that park, I forget their name, Cherokee Rock Village. Sorry, Jims. The Capper with straight axle and West Desert Wheeler 3-link mod is my go-to truck. Sorry, dude. I had to get that dessert in there. I just in Alaska, come up and try it out. I would love to get out there and do all that. All right. Oh, man. Hopefully I can figure out something to keep Raminator shocks from leaking as well. Yeah, Scale Nationals has not been announced, but I know the East Coast Championship is going to be there. I kind of think the Scale Nats goes West Coast 1 year, East Coast, West Coast 1 year. Then one guy told me it's all about where they vote to have it as to which side. If that comes back to Cherokee Rock Village, I will be there. Jason Mereza, the Gravedigger Special Edition limited one, like what my buddy got, that's the one you saw in the video today. Those are like $4,500 before shipping. Yep, ECC in May. My favorite tent scale build I have done, it's going to be the Power Hobby or the recent builds, the Power Hobby or the Amazon chassis. I'm telling you, those are two really good running trucks. Really good running trucks. Dan Woodruff, what's up, buddy? So, for everybody that's been to the website, if you look at the top bar, you'll see on the right side the affiliates. If you click on that and you look at the links that are down there, ooh, my hair is kind of floofy. If you look down there, those are affiliate links to the website. So if you don't see anything on my site that you're shopping for, if you can go over there and click those, go to the website, and if that's got what you need, that will actually help out quite a bit there, because then you're talking an affiliate link. So just something else on the website to look at. I also want to hopefully get into writing articles on the website. I want to do that, but time is my limiting factor. I do watch some scale news from Harley. I do. He gets all the scoops, doesn't he? Yeah. Yes, EJ. Now, the Power Hobby chassis is awesome. And so is that Amazon chassis. I was really happy with how that one turned out. Ooh, excuse me. Does he have new seals that we can put in the older shocks? Like, I've got the new V3 shocks, not the remote reservoirs, and they're pretty much empty right now. They are pretty much empty. And then I've got the old shocks, the old V2 shocks, and those are pretty much empty as well. I'd love to have these things seal up. I'm just not sure what to do to make the darn thing seal. Cool. Yeah, see, Asian, I want to do a little bit of that as well. Even if nothing else, even if it's just a write-up of everything that I've done for this week, you know, as far as the products I was able to test, you know, to give maybe a little bit more of, because when I do the video, you know, boom, boom, man, this thing worked out great. Maybe that evening I'm thinking, you know, maybe if it would have had a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you know what I'm saying? Like after the fact, you kind of think about things and they kind of run through your head a little bit. So I don't know, just something, but I want to try to write some blogs and maybe even have, again, time, a big limiting factor here, but some of the products that I have, Vidavon or whatever, when I do it, I also want to start linking, like, say I get to do the technical install videos for that product. I can actually put that video link into the description and you guys can actually see that exact part going in. Maybe that'll help out as well. Because overall, I mean, obviously when I get to retire, making a living is kind of going to be a big deal, but I really want to promote and help the hobbyist, especially the new guys that have never turned a wrench before. I want to try to make it to where they can have the confidence to actually take an axle apart, you know? I mean, I'm showing what I can, but I can't show it all. I just can't, don't have the time. Austin Thrill Kill. Yes, sir, I do have parts. Currently, I believe I have, you'll have to look at the website. I know I've got a rear axle housing. I've got the hardened steel gear. I've got, I think rear upper and lower links, I believe. It's on the website. You should be able to see it at exocaged.com. You should be able to see them right there. Double A Day Exo Mud Run Pit. When it rains, and which really, if I get some time, I need to take one of my Sherps to the water, to the creek. You know, I got to get that to the creek so I can float one of them. I haven't floated a Sherp in a long time, and I need to float my Sherp. bell crank, Austin, I might have a UDR bell crank. I don't think it's listed though. When we finish all this up, send me a message. Asian, I'm trying, buddy. Turn the end of the wrench that actually moves the nut. Creepy. Differential loop for Traxxas has been confusing to understand. Okay, Tizzle Bizzle, that's a good question. Differential lube, a lot of Traxxas stuff uses the 20 million. It's almost like a putty. And for the most part, that's perfectly fine for what a Traxxas is for. You can get into the thinner oils if you want to try to tune it for racing. Most of the stock Traxxas differentials, because that's what you're talking about, the tolerances leave a little bit to be desired, so you got to go thicker. The thicker the oil, the more resistance it's going to have differential action. The thinner the oil, the easier it's going to turn. When you're talking like an X-Max or a Creighton or a DBXLE or something like that, pretty much load it with 20 million and a silicone earplug, because there's so much weight and so much size relative to the size of the differential, it's still gonna differentiate. However, never put all earplugs into a center diff, especially once it's been cleaned out, because that silicone earplug does not lubricate the gears. What I and I'm probably confusing you now on this one. What I generally do when I put an earplug into one of the center diffs or something like that, it's because I want the vehicle to get more of a wheelie and kind of launch a little bit better, or launch differently, or easier if like get standing back flips and stuff like that. But what I do is I generally pour out the stock oil and I turn the diff up. There's still stock oil in there, and then I'll shove 1 or 2 earplugs, depending on the side of the diff, in there, and then I let that mix up. That way it kind of has a little bit of lubrication to that thing. Because if not, you're going to really tear up some spider gears. Is the Traxxas TRX4 a better crawler than the Axial Capra? You can enter it into scale comps, and you can do all of that a lot easier than the Capra. But if you take the Capra and you control that suspension, and it's very important, control that suspension, the Capra will out-crawl a TRX4 pretty easily. Okay, I might have to send them an email on that, see if there's something, because I know we're going to need them for the new Gravedigger as well, man. Those shocks are leaking pretty rough. One more sand buggy question. How would you rate the Arma Typhon against the DBXLE? The Arma Typhon against the DBXLE? Well, the Typhon's a lot of fun. It's easy to handle. Just a simple 6S battery. Put some sand paddles on it. I believe they have a skid that you can put on the back of it. And it might be the better choice because it's cheaper, easier to handle, and all that stuff. It's also less deadly. But if the DBXLE is going to cost you a bunch more money, though. So, hey, do the Typhon and see where it goes from there. All right, cool deal, CJ. You print one out for the injury, LC Jessica. All right. So, John Glover, I've got a built Capra and suggestions on what oil to use. John, I'm assuming shock oil is what you're talking about there. Personally, most of mine are running around a factory shock oil or something thinner. Like in the DravTex, I run like a 15 or 20 weight oil max because I want my suspension to move as I move across the rocks. In one of my early Capra videos from a few years ago, I put 70 weight oil in my Capra shocks. And the slow crawl was amazing. When I was trying to drive it, say getting around, like say I was on a course or something and I was moving quick, the shocks were so slow that rather than absorbing, they were just bouncing the chassis around. So personally, I generally stay around the stock oil so my shocks can move. Oh, dude, nice, Joe. Joe, not at all. Yep, that Fusion SE is nice. Yeah, the earplug is something I've done that to a few different vehicles as well, and it's on vehicles that, like, say the DBXLE, but there's still oil in there as well, and it mixes up. And like when you take that stuff out, it's like a ball of just nasty goo because it just kind of like coagulates like a big old fat cell, you know? Can a bomber crawl good, or is it basically only a bouncer? It depends on the terrain. If the terrain is more open and more spacious, then yeah, the bomber can crawl just fine. I mean, basically, it's used, generally speaking, more like a bouncer, though. But yeah, the bomber can crawl. It's just a little bit large to try to get into and crawl with some of the tighter vehicles, the tighter, more scale vehicles. Creepy crawler. My choice of grease is Utter Butter, right here. So yeah, that's my choice. I just got this in. I was out for a while, and then I heard about the new formula, so I was chatting with him. And this new formula, this is actually very American made right here. So this is supposed to be some good stuff. I haven't put this in anything yet, but from everything I'm hearing, this is the stuff to get. Utter Butter. So that's what. So you guys are going to start seeing this in my videos. Early Axial Bronco versus the Gen 9. Which one would you talk me into buying? Both of them awesome. The early Axial, early Bronco. You talking about the early 10.3 or the Gen 9? Tough one on that. The Gen 9 being fairly new to the market. It's got the U-joint front axle. It's got the 2-speed, all that. The 2-speed is kind of tight in there. Sometimes when you shift it back and forth, it'll kind of get hung up in between the gears. But other than that, it pretty much runs pretty darn awesome. The gearing has a nice split to it, all that. The Axial early Bronco, the 2-speed is almost useless. It's really not worth messing with, in all honesty. Tough one, man. I think the aftermarket driveline components and all that are more plentiful for the Axial. So it might be something to think about there. I know Trill has got quite a bit for the Gen 9, but currently it's all just bolt-on parts and pieces, like brass and stuff, like what I've got on mine. They do have the overdrive gears, which I believe are the same as what they had on the Gen 8. Do I leave my LiPo batteries charged for a day or drain them? Typically, they are somewhere in the middle, which is around the storage. It's like if I run them a little bit for just a couple minutes, then pretty much they're down close enough to storage and they're fine, in my opinion. But if it's a battery that I know I'm not going to be using for whatever time frame, I will put it on the storage over the charger, and it'll discharge or charge as needed. I try not to leave them fully charged or fully discharged. I try to keep them somewhere close to the middle, which seems to work pretty good for me. Well, you're talking about $150 versus a $500 vehicle. The Capra's got the world of aftermarket behind it. You can go absolutely nuts with the Capra. The Banshee is really limited in the aftermarket world. That's a tough one, buddy. But I mean, obviously, I would choose the Capra, and I have had both of them. But I would probably choose the Capra. Craig H. Yep. Especially if you're if you're going to use your lipos, like say only on the weekends, yeah. Is an SMT bouncer a good idea? Endos, if you have the budget, a Rift bouncer is a lot better. The SMT, the axle housings, you can build those up to take some abuse though. So, I mean, it all depends on your budget. If you've already got the SMT, then bounce that thing. Put you some 2.2s on there and go have fun. Creepy, I do not have any grease for sale on my website. To be a dealer for this, I couldn't see myself actually meeting the qualifications to be a dealer for this. But when I do get set up as an affiliate, if you guys look at the website on the right-hand side, there's an affiliates. If you click that, go to A-Main, Horizon, or any of those, that's an affiliate link. And that will help out the channel quite a bit right there. Just like when you look at my videos and you go down, you look at the description, those are affiliate links. Those help out the channel. Awesome, Tizzle Bizzle. Trying to run a Hobbywing 5687 and a sledge. Ooh, that is a lot of motor for that thing, man. You're only talking 1100 kV. Have you been able to fit 8S in that to really make that motor spin, or are you running 6S? If you're running 6S, you'll probably need like the Vidavon spur gear, which I believe is 1 tooth, maybe 2 teeth smaller, and then like the absolute largest pinion gear you can find. That's a lot of motor for that truck. Creepy Crawler. I've actually done videos in the past where I've tested LiPo battery bags and I've lit batteries up inside of it. I mean, LiPo bags are good. They generally won't keep the smoke in. However, at least it keeps the fire contained. Will I ever sell Thor? CJ, you know, everything has a price, but you got to figure there's about $2,000 in parts on that truck. So that's an expensive crawler. Vidavon, Rift, portals, front and back, 4-wheel steering. I believe that one's got the Holmes SHV 800 servos. It's got the Amazon Dig transmission, the Revolver, Crawlmaster Mini. Might be the V2 in that, I'm not sure. But there's a bunch of money in that. That's actually on a Spare Time Hobbies chassis as well. God, $49.85 in that sled. Thor uses the axial rift trailing arms, front and rear. So it has obviously the Vidavon trailing arms, front and rear, and it has my Exocaged RC patches. Yeah, like this little guy right here. Thank you, Asian. I really appreciate that. I got some patches on the website too. But yeah, it uses the axial rift front, and the shocks on it are actually the GTR shocks off of a Rustler. Yeah, go figure that one, huh? Oh, wow, I did not know this. These patches actually have Velcro. I did not know that until just now. So you can actually like stick these on things. There we go. Okay, didn't stay very well. Mr. Cataract, I'm about to start a build with a Rock Pirates Interceptor chassis. Nice. Yeah, I didn't realize it had Velcro. I guess you could take this and just glue it onto something really good with some E6000 and then just patch it right up. That's cool. I did not realize that. And I've got like 200 of these or something like that. Endo's RC. My internet is always weird. I've got fiber all the way at the end of the road, running all the way down it. So hopefully I'll be able to actually get some good internet. I'd like to do like live streams when I'm outside, you know, but it just doesn't work out very well. I'm actually lucky I'm able to live stream like this inside the Wi-Fi and everything. But I will have some patches at USTE as well. Stickers. I'll take some steady foams down there. My shirts and all that wonderful stuff. Casey and Troy has glow-in-the-dark patches? Really? Eli Curry, any suggestions for EXB upgrades? Yeah, the Vidavon axle shafts. Actually, they're a splined axle shaft and they're 1 millimeter longer. If you've ever jumped your Mojave, had it come down hard on one side and your axle pops out of the dang drive cup, well, the Vidavon axles will actually help you out on that. I believe I have some of those in stock as well. I'm not sure if I've got them listed on the website though. RPRC. There's a lot of chassis out there, buddy. Okay, glow-in-the-dark patches. Okay, I'm going to have to talk to my print guy. See if I get some glow-in-the-dark, man. Get like one of these right here, and then you put a couple Holmes Hobbies stickers. You get like those stickers like this. And then you got the Exocaged right there, and it's like a rocket ship right through, right? And if you get all of these to glow, that'll be awesome at night, wouldn't it? Okay, I'll talk now. Yeah, glow-in-the-dark patches. All right. I'll see if I can get Holmes to make some glow-in-the-dark stickers. But anyways, what was that movie? Was it Austin Powers when the rocket ship went up and it looked like a giant corn dog? They went through like all the different words for it. Like the whole rocket's going across. That was awesome. I know you guys know, guys, Spencer. I know you guys know what I'm talking about, the Austin Powers movie, where the rocket ship's going up, and that's a giant hot dog. Get your hot dog right here. You know, that was awesome. Oh boy, what did I get here? Bomb bought the house. Okay. Let me see here what I got sent here. Mr. Asian. Oh, check this out. He wasn't kidding. Look at that. Scalar Fab. Look at that thing glowing. Nice. All right. That's pretty awesome there now. Oh, man. Anyways, let's say Wiener. Oscar Meyer Wiener. Awesome, Blake. Good deal. I try to ship out the next day. I know. Yeah, yours ordered on Thursday, and I had to take those and drop them off Friday evening because I missed the Friday morning thing on the USPS. I dropped those off personally at the USPS post office on that Friday. Melons and rocket. Yeah, the melons, the cantaloupes. I remember that. Do a build on the Rock Pirates RC Interceptor chassis. What kind of driveline is that built for? I do need another crawler comp, another crawler build. Okay, $60 for the rails. Good deal, Blake. Glad I could be of service on you, buddy. SCX10 and Capra. See, I have a SCX10 10.3 portal rear axle. I have that in stock, and that's just kind of keeping it there. I could pick up another Element straight axle front. That seems to work out pretty good, in all honesty. Machine Gun Jubilee. Other hobbies you can start a channel about? Creepy Crawler RC. Actually, yeah. There is another idea that I've got for a channel, but there's absolutely no time for this. What I want to do, excuse me, Coca-Cola. What I want to do is, yep, Austin Powers, the spy who shagged me. When I get retired, I want to go to the local gym and actually see what times of the morning is the fewest people there. So I kind of want to do a channel where even if the channel does good or whatnot, you know, where I try to lose my gut. At one point, you know, I guess 10 plus years ago, maybe 15 years ago, I actually had a 360-pound bench press max. I mean, I was pushing some pretty good weight, and I was eating like an animal. And then life and things and all that. So gym quit, and well, I still ate like an animal, and now it's just got, you know, a gut. But I would like to try to document that going away if possible. But anyway, that's about the only other hobby that I would have. Right now, my hobby is trying to sleep when I can. We got about 19 minutes. And we're going to wrap this thing up. You guys have absolutely been awesome. Awesome Powers and Element, Ecto, and the other ones like Enduro. What stock pill weight? Weighs stock pill weight. Dancing. Oh, the shock oil weight? I think it's I guess it's around 30. I don't know. I haven't messed with those. RC Man Labs. All right, buddy. I'll find that chassis. I will post a picture. I am 48. Arma Mojave. Good. I like the Arma Mojave. 200 Primal Gravediggers. Yeah. Yeah. It is crazy, isn't it? Yeah. Me and my buddy were actually adding all that stuff up, and yeah. It's a bunch of money. And I know a lot of times we talk about the hobby and all that is for the kids, this and that. Typically speaking, most kids can't afford the hobby unless their father's in it. Now, when we say for the kids, maybe it's the kids inside of all of us, you know? Maybe that's better term, better definition for that. But, yeah. Yeah, Asian, I did that to mine about, I guess about 6 months ago. And like full retail of everything I've got in them, which granted it's all used now, so it's worth, you know, 60% at best. But full retail, I probably have over 100 grand in RCs. I mean, that X-Max is about 5. DBXLE is sitting right up there. That one's around 5. It's just crazy at how these things add up, you know. Capper or Capper 4-wheel steer, which one I recommend? Buddy, go with the 4-wheel steer. Have fun. You can turn the rear steer off and drive normal forward steer if you want. No UDR this time. It'll be 80 mile Typhon. Man, I'm ready to see that guy. I'm assuming my crate is going to be around that as well. Never Stock RC. Whenever I finish it, because it's got Vidavon everything. Vidavon ring and pinion gears in the axles, Vidavon spider gears, Vidavon diff cups, everything, I think. All right, CJ, yeah, I saw your message, buddy. I'll check that when we get done here. Mr. Cataract, yeah, I've spent $3K in RC stuff the last 2 months. Yeah, buddy. At last year's SETTs, at the last year's USTE, I believe I ended up spending around 5 in that one weekend. But granted, 4 of that was for the Raminator that I've got. So, a year ago, got terminally sick and lost half a ton of weight and strength. 171, but still fighting love to get to a gym pull through this. 1998 Jeep Cherokee. Make it happen, buddy. Make it happen. You can do it, dude. You can do it. 16. Bring yours. Don't. Yep, guy. Definitely the kids inside us. 100% agree. Yeah, some of us order RC stuff every day. Never added up. I mean, my Amazon delivery driver, UPS, USPS, they pretty much know my name now. So, yeah, they know. Heck, I've even told them, I mean, I keep a porta potty in the back. It's always, cleaned out. It's always serviced. I said, look, if you're ever around here and you got to go, there's a spot right back there. I'm paying $120 every 28 days. It's not on a month on them stupid porta potties. 28 days so they can suck another payment out of you every year. But yeah, I just watched a Bandit Servo video. All right, South Florida. You look at other hobbies, honestly, not bad money-wise. Truck Tech Joe, there isn't a cheap hobby out there. I was told or I was asked by a lady, she goes that her husband is so much into RC stuff and she just can't understand it. And I said, ma'am, if your husband or boyfriend, and I don't mean to sound bad about this, I'll word it differently. Your husband or boyfriend, if he has any extra money, extra income in his life, he's got a hobby. Most men have a hobby of some kind. And when it comes to hobbies, there are much worse things than RCs that you could be into. A lot worse things. So, yeah. See, Cletus McFarland. I heard a little bit about that. Yeah. I got my kid into mine. I said, well, at least we can get something to show for it. That is true, Whiskey Runner. It is serviced every Wednesday. Every Wednesday, the guy comes out and pumps all the little floaters out of that thing. So, but still, honestly, I mean, my home is like right here. I have not used that thing. I have not. But I do open it up and peek in there, usually on Fridays or Saturdays, because I know nobody's been there since he's done and come and done all his cleaning and all that stuff. So, man, looks fine for a porta potty to me. Yeah, those are some of the things I was thinking of, Whiskey Runner. Boy, when I ain't getting drunk. Cataract, yes, and it's a lot safer. I've known him for many years, and he has his stuff together. A great vision. Thank you, guys. Spencer, thank you. Maybe one day when you're down here, I can give you one of my buggies, and we can go race this track that's sitting right here behind me. That would be awesome, dude. If you ever come down here, I got enough buggies. We can go back there and we can do some racing like we used to. That'd be awesome, dude. stand up there, talk smack, and try to run laps, buddy. That's where the fun's at. Okay, CJ, yeah, I heard all the beeps. You guys probably heard them on the live, too. All right, we're down to 10 minutes to wrap this up. We got golf course, 3 golf balls for 15 bucks, and a driver can cost you 500 and up. 3 golf balls for 15 bucks, 5 bucks a ball? Jeez, I remember I used to go to like Walmart and then the little tickliest, you know, you could get for like 3 bucks, and we used to hit them with baseball bats. We always thought that was fun because they were gone once we smacked them with those. Mr. Cataract, well, buddy, the Exoplex may not be worth your drive. I mean, I'm here every day, but it is pretty cool by there. Well, Guy, come on back, buddy. Have you fixed the jigs hole shot yet? I actually have not. I have not. It's still sitting in there. Worth it to go to the Exoplex. If I make it to 100K, I mean, I guess it's inevitable eventually. The problem with like a giveaway is it's like, say I give away a set of Vidavon Exiles just to be, you know, just as an example. Chances are really good the one that wins them isn't going to need them. So it's like all I could do would be maybe, I don't know. I don't know how I would even go about making that. And then it's like, you know, it's worldwide. So if somebody over in another country gets the win, they may not have any RC stuff over there. They just might happen to have seen the channel, and it wouldn't be right to send them a servo when there's nothing there, you know? So I don't know. I don't know how I could do that and make that actually be good for any winner out there. You know, I mean, like my website, it's just parts and pieces. It's not like a whole truck. I don't have a whole truck thing, you know. I don't know. I mean, I could do a gift certificate. You know, I could do something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I am getting close. Let me see where I'm at on where I am at. Yeah, 57,164 is what I'm looking at right here. So today's video is doing really good. Really happy with that. I don't know what it's showing for you guys, but the numbers I'm seeing are almost 8,000 views on that Raminator video. That's really good for me. So I'm happy with that. All right. Oh, I got the Steady Foam glamour shot. Glamour shots here. We're down to 8 minutes. So that means I can get the Steady Foams listed here a little bit. So we'll be good to there. Now, when I get down to the USTE, I'm planning to do the live streams like what I did it last time too. And I'm going to try to shoot a bunch of quick videos of that as well. I know we have a certain time that us as a vendor and a sponsor get to get out on the trails. So hopefully I'll be able to at least get 1 or possibly 2 trail videos. The trails is one of the most beautiful things of the USTE. I mean, granted, if you go there, have some cash on you, because if you want something in the scale world of RC, it's going to be there. It's going to be there. I believe all the whole pandemic stuff is over with for the most part. So I believe the rest of the world is coming back in, like the guys from France, Canada, and different countries like that. So, and I've been told it's like 50 vendors, maybe more. I know I'm one of them. So, you know, I have a few parts. But anyway, yeah, it's going to be awesome. And I know a couple years ago, I was able to get to almost all the vendors for the interview, you know. And when I do an interview, you as a vendor, that whole video is about you. And that's your time to talk to anybody that watches the Exocaged channel to see your products, and you can explain your products. So I'd love to get back to that as well. But time, when we get down there, man, wow, it is just crazy, crazy. Awesome weekend though, man. It's the ultimate scale truck experience. You can even say that. Favorite RC car? It varies, buddy. Creepy Crawler, Hobby Wing Fusion, or Holmes Hobby Motor and 1080 ESC. I got a 3 gift card. Yeah, it would have to be something like that. Yeah, it's like a gift card to that website so they can pick what they want for their RCs. Yeah, I could do something like that. See, the thing about any material things, I mean, if somebody wins in the UK, I mean, granted, you know, say these are $60, right? Shipping these to there could make these 160. Shipping out of the US is expensive, so a gift card or a gift code or discount code is free to get to whoever they need it, you know? So maybe something like that. But for me to get to 100K, you guys are going to have to do some sharing. Get these videos out there, man. I don't... Oh, yeah, we're about to finish up about 4 minutes. I generally don't post my videos on Facebook, you know. When I do see my videos posted, it's because somebody shared it, you know. So that's awesome to see. But I generally don't share my videos on Facebook. Partly because I hear myself talk enough. I'm fine with being quiet sometimes. But favorite ESC and motor, if you're talking about if you can do a combo, the Fusion SE. For straight crawlers, my favorite right now is the Crawlmaster Mini V2 and a Holmes Revolver. A little bit more juice would be the Mamba Micro X2 and the Revolver or 10 shooter. The Holmes 10 shooter is phenomenal. Now, 3B RC just came out with a censored outrunner motor. I forget the name of his, but I need to get one of those as well. Give that a good run on the Mamba X, which has got the censored port and all that. Mamba Micro X2. Get that right. See, my favorite car may not be the one I'm working on because I may have to be doing a repair. I'd much rather do a modification than a repair. Yeah, you guys share the channel, man. Get them, get it going so we can get to that 100K. I'd like to be at 100 by the end of this year. That would be nice. I don't think that's too far out of the way, but it would be pretty awesome to see. It'll be a heck of a growth spurt for the channel. A little black jacket, yeah. I have not had the Silent Assassin ESC yet. I believe those are made by not Brazen Scale, the people that make the shocks, I believe it is. I'll be 30 cents. How's it going, guys? RC next Tuesday. You got about 2 minutes, buddy. Dude, YJ2104S. Yeah, that was the Assassin, Silent Assassin. I do need to get that to give that a run. Get some specs on that just to get a feel for that one. I mean, right now, my favorite is the Crawlmaster Mini V2. I mean, obviously, by far. But, yeah. Try to use parts that you would sell. On my website, Creepy Crawler, I have takeout radios that I think are priced pretty reasonable. Got quite a few of them on there. Takeout stock radios. Best, yeah, see. Techno SET short course truck. Man, I always like the Mamba Monster X or Tekin RX-8 and a Tekin motor, something like the 4300 kV 550 size motor. I forget, it's been so long since I've raced with that stuff. But yeah, the 4300 for the SET Techno 550 size for sure. So, all right, guys, we're about to wrap this up. You guys have been absolutely awesome. Thank you, guys. I can't do it without you. Share the channel. Get everything going, and I'd love to see that. I need one from my wife's SCX 10, 3, 6, or 5 channel. Creepy Crawler. You may, if you're going to be going for something like that, you may need to go to Amazon and get the FlySky GT5. Could you do a motor and ESC upgrade video for the Panda Hobby Portal Edition? Buddy, I don't have that truck. I don't have that truck, Jordan. Sorry about that. All right, buddy. We're about to wrap this up. You guys are awesome. And we're going to close this thing up. Again, guys, thank you, guys. And I'm thinking tomorrow might be the XRT video. Yeah, it's been in there for a little while now. As a channel member, you guys get to see the videos anywhere from 6 hours sometimes on the real hot ones to 2 weeks early. And I do not put ads. They are not monetized from me to the channel members. I wish I could just turn the ads off completely, you know, for any channel member, you know. And the channel members are like $2 a month, $5 a month, $10.25 a month. So $2 a month. I mean, you can't even hardly buy a canned drink for that anymore, right? But anyway, all right, guys. You guys have been awesome. Let's go ahead and wrap this up because I need to go check the website, check some messages, look at this chassis, and you guys are awesome. Catch you later.